9 months ago, when the Islanders made it to the conference finals of the Stanley Cup playoffs for the first time in almost 30 years, Nassau Coliseum was dark, empty and silent. The Islanders were playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, but the games were staged in a sequestered bubble in Edmonton, Alberta, where spectators were barred because of the coronavirus pandemic. But on Thursday, things were largely back to normal at the arena where the Islanders have played the vast majority of their home games since their inception in 1972. Almost 13,000 boisterous fans, many adorned in the blue and orange jerseys of their favorite players, packed shoulder to shoulder into an old concrete barn to welcome their team back to an NHL conference final, the first time in 28 years that Islander fans were able to witness that in person. It feels very much like everything is back the way it should be, George Pignataro, a retired bank executive from nearby Massapequa, said before Game 3, once again against the Lightning, in Uniondale, the new epicenter of the lively return of sports to the greater New York area, after months of closures because of the pandemic. Tampa Bay went on to win, 2-1, and grabbed a 2-1 advantage in the Stanley Cup semifinal series. Game 4 is Saturday in what could be the last Islander home game ever at the Coliseum. Tampa Bay, the defending Stanley Cup champions, is 6-1 on the road in the playoffs and showed its mettle in weathering a charged reception. "It was that got us through it," Lightning coach Jon Cooper said. "We'll need to have that again if we're going to come in here in Game 4 and do the same thing." For Pignataro and his wife, Barbara, who were season ticket holders for 42 years, along with masses of passionate Islander fans, the game and the series represent a double reawakening. After months of isolation and lockdown, life is beginning a return to normal in the New York area, and sports teams have joined in by welcoming back fans by the thousands. The Yankees and Mets have been playing to increasingly large crowds, with more than 16,000 at Citi Field on Thursday and more than 19,000 at Yankee Stadium for a game against the Red Sox earlier this month. At Barclays Center, the brief home of the Islanders during an ill-conceived foray into Brooklyn beginning in 2015, the Nets played the Milwaukee Bucks in a critical Game 5 of their NBA playoff series in front of 16,000 exuberant fans. But the Nets are a relatively new phenomenon in Brooklyn. They moved there from New Jersey in 2012, and their roots have not dug into the fabric of the community as firmly as the Islanders have in Long Island for nearly half a century. Even with 3,000 more fans at the Barclays Center than were at the Coliseum, it would be hard to fathom them making more noise than Islander fans hoping to relive old glory under the 4 championship banners that dangle from a low ceiling that intensifies the tumult below.